Good afternoon. What's up, guys? It's time once again for another review. This one, I did some research. I was on one of the horror sites, and it's and Paramount's releasing it on Blu-ray October 2nd. So I wanted to do a review early for it, and it is Stephen King's Pet Sematary. Great movie. Like, I seen the movie before I read the book, so it wasn't until after the movie I knew that they made a book of it. So it's a little bit different than the book, but directed by Mary Lambert. Yeah, it's really, well, I don't think it's rare, but a girl directing a horror film it's really rare. Well, you got Mary Lambert, who did Pet Sematary. You got Amy Jones, who did Slumber Party Massacre. You know, so there's a couple of girl directors. Anyway, this is a special collector's edition, and yes, unfortunately, they changed the cover, which is not great. I'm kind of pissed off that they changed the cover there, because that's just a horrible cover. The back's alright, oh. Yeah. They released a DVD before this. It was like their Friday DVDs, widescreen collection. It was bare bones, not even a trailer on it. This edition does not have the trailer. Which is weird, because the theatrical trailer, at the start of it plays the Amityville music theme. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, that was pretty weird how it was playing the Amityville horror theme for Pet Sematary, but anyway, everybody's probably seen this movie, man. Pet Sematary. You know, Louis Creed and his wife Rachel, you know, after moving to an idyllic home in the countryside, a nice house they got. They have a neighbor named late Fred Gwynn, plays Judd Crandall, their neighbor across the road, who knows all the secrets about life and death and the Pet Sematary's history. You know, he knows about the Indian burial ground. Lewis asks him about it, and he says the road is one of the main reasons it's there, because trucks go by it really fast a lot, and it like hits animals, so it's really common that animals get like hit by the trucks that go by the road. So that's why they put the Pet Sematary there. But Louis Creed is a doctor. Doesn't say what his wife, it doesn't show or tell what his wife does. I think she stays at home or something, but anyway. A guy named Pascal who gets like hit by a truck. I'm not an animal either. It's like a guy that they brought him into the hospital, and they carry him on a sheet, and there's like one side of his head is like all smashed, his skull, and you see like his brain exposed. That was pretty good. There's Pascal right there. this has got some nice gore effects in it. It's not really gory film, but it's pretty great. Well directed. Barry did a good job. Pascal, anyway, later dies, but he comes back. He doesn't come back to haunt Louis Creed. He tries to help Louis Creed, to not let him, you know, try to warn him and stuff. He tells Louis. Louis says, "Why are you here?" Well, Pascal says, "I'm here to help you, Louis, because you tried to help me." So he's actually not a bad ghost, he's actually a good ghost, so he tries to warn Louis about what's gonna happen. Anyway, Louis and Rachel, they have a son and daughter. The daughter's the oldest, Ellie Creed, and you got Paige Creed, who gets hit by the truck. And you see just like a shoe go flying and stuff. I showed different, you know, pictures of Paige with Louis and that, because after he got hit, it showed like Louis screaming. They have a cat too named Winston Churchill. They call him Church for short. He ends up getting hit by a truck, and Mr. Crandall, like, tells Louis that the cat's been hit, so Louis like pulls him off the ground, and it was a pretty good effect. It showed him like frozen to the ground. He like picks him up, and you can hear the blood and the fur like stuck to the ground, and it like tears. And I thought that was pretty gruesome sound. Great, really well done. So they go, him and Judd Crandall go bury Church in Pet Sematary. Louis says, "Where should I bury him?" He said, "We're not burying him here. The place we're going is up there, because Judd's gonna take Louis to the Indian burial ground, where if you bury something, it'll come back to you." It was like a Indian burial ground put there by Micmac Indians, as Judd said. He says, but the rule is, you gotta bury your own, and it will come back to you. So yeah, that's the main rule. You gotta bury your own. So I like this movie. It was pretty good. You know, like I said, the kills were good. It has a creepy score to it. Judd tells Louis about, you know, how he buried his dog Spot up in the burial ground. He came back all vicious and pissed off and shit. So then Louis asked him, "Has anybody buried a person up there?" Freaking Judd just drops the beer out of his hands. He said, he's like, "Christ on his throne, no, whoever would." But, you know, Judd lied to him, and later on he tells Louis that he lied to him about anybody not being buried up there. So he tells Louis how some guy who lost his son in the war, who got killed in a war, he buries his son in a Indian burial ground. I think his name was Timmy Zimmerman or something. I think that's what his name was, Timothy Zimmerman. Anyway, yeah, it was pretty creepy. He's like biting on a leg when he came back, and it's a great movie. Made in 1989. Like I said, this is a slim case, and there's the disc. It's nothing special, but you know, the disc is not great. But for special features, Stephen King's Pet Sematary, Stephen King territory. Commentary by director Mary Lambert. Pet Sematary, the characters, and another featurette called Filming the Horror. No trailer, like I said, but it's got some decent special features. Yeah. Paramount Pictures did this. Well, considering it's by Paramount, because they're kind of tough when it comes to releasing horror DVD or Blu-ray titles with special features. Usually they do bare bones, but it doesn't got tons of features, but it's better than nothing. Hopefully the Blu-ray that's coming out in October will be packed with features. So here's hoping. You got Lewis ends up digging up his son Cage, buries him in the burial ground. This was really well done too. Well, Cage came back because Rachel's visiting her parents who don't get along with Lewis. So anyway, Lewis exhausted after burying Cage in the burial ground, so he passes out on the bed. And this shot was really well done. It shows Cage, like the rock's moving, and his hand comes up, indicating that he's came back from the dead, and he's gonna come to Lewis, which he does. Then you see the basement door opening, and it shows Cage walking with muddy and like wet shoe prints that he leaves, and with mud. It was pretty creepy. And he goes in Lewis's room. He doesn't do nothing to Lewis or nothing. He goes in the closet and pulls out Lewis's medical doctor kit and pulls out a scalpel. And he goes over to Judd Crandall, who passes out on the front porch. So he goes and kills Judd Crandall, and that, oh my god, that is just good effects and how he killed Judd Crandall. He like cuts Judd's like ankle with a scalpel, and it shows him cutting the tendon in his ankle. Oh, that looked like it hurt, like seriously. I did not put my feet under, near the bottom of the bed after watching that. Yeah, then he like slashes Judd across the mouth with a scalpel. Then he bites his throat and rips his throat out. I thought that was pretty good. That was pretty good. So, great movie. Then he kills Lewis's wife. Lewis and Rachel's daughter is staying with the parents, so she's safe. So he kills Rachel. Lewis finds out. Then he gets these needles and goes across the street for the final confrontation between Cage and Lewis. I don't know how the hell Cage got his Rachel Creed's body up in the attic, because when Lewis goes up to Judd's house and goes upstairs, he crashes through the attic and she's like hung and stuff. Lewis is screaming, and it shows a creepy shot of Cage like doing this evil laugh. Then he like jumps down from the attic onto Lewis and he starts slashing him with the scalpel. And Lewis throws him into the fucking wall down the hallway. Tries to get the needles out that he dropped, because but Cage came at him with the scalpel again, but he grabbed his hand and like jabbed the needle right in his neck, killing him with poison or whatever it was. Then it shows the cage goat walking down the hallway and he trips and smashes his head off the wall. And he's like, no fair, no fair. Then he gives him a really mean look before he dies, and he's like, then he dies. So Lewis ends up burning the house down, taking his wife's body out of the house. And Pascal warns him. He says, Lewis, I'm so sorry. Don't make things worse. But he doesn't listen to Pascal. He just walks by him, walks right through him, ignoring him, carrying his wife's body, and he's going to bury her in the Indian burial ground. So he goes back home, plays some cards, sits down, he's all bloodied and that, and he plays solitary, and he's waiting for 12 o'clock at midnight to come. And she comes, and they end up kissing, but she's all like, blood's running down the wounds in her freaking, oh, it's gross. But she grabs a knife and it shows her grabbing the knife, and it cuts, turns to black. Then you just hear the knife stab him in the back, and he's like screaming. He's like, no! So the tagline was good. It was sometimes dead is better. So great movie. I highly recommend it if you didn't see it. If you did see it and don't have it, you should pick it up and have it in your collection. I give this movie 4 out of 5. It's just great. So check it out. Like I said, Blu-ray's coming October 2nd for this. I'm pumped. I hope it's packed with new special features. So this movie looks good on DVD, so I can imagine what the Blu-ray will look like. So there's my review for Pet Sematary. And sometimes dead is better. So thanks for watching and subscribing, and stay gory, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care.